Okay, welcome to my channel. Dear students, today let us start a new chapter, that is circle. Okay, so children, about circle you have read so many things. You know many things about circle in class 8 and 9 respectively. So what other things, I mean what extra thing has been given in class 10 syllabus as per NCERT? You see, that we are going to discuss. First, we have to know in this class what is a tangent, what is a secant, and what are the properties of tangent. Okay, this is the scope of this chapter. This chapter, circle of class 10, as per NCERT syllabus, covers basically some properties. It deals with some properties of what? Tangents. So, what is tangent and what is secant? Let us discuss today. See, in order to understand what is a secant, see, consider a circle. So, this is a circle. Look at this is the center. Now look at the line L. Now if I ask you, the line L has intersected the the circle in how many points? So the answer will be 2. See, A and B. A and B are the 2 points of intersection of the line. That means the line L intersects the circle in 2 distinct or 2 different points, namely A and B. So we call this line as a secant line. See, this is a secant line. Okay. Secant line. So secant is a line which intersects a given circle in 2 distinct or different points. Now what is a tangent? On the contrary, look at the line AB. Now AB is again a line. Now it has touched the circle, touched. The line AB has touched the circle in exactly how many points? 1 point. P is the point through which the line AB passes. So this line we call a tangent. Children, the concept of tangent is, you know from physics also. In physics, in circular motion, I hope you must have read about tangent, tangential acceleration, etc. in circular motion. See, here AB is a tangent. This line is a tangent. Why it is called a tangent? What is a tangent? That means a line, any line which touches a circle exactly in 1 point can be called a tangent. Okay. So this is the difference between tangent and secant. Tangent is a line which touches the circle exactly in 1 point, whereas secant is a line which intersects the circle in 2 distinct points. Now, what about the number of seconds in a circle? How many seconds we can find? It is a very simple question. You can draw as many seconds you like. Okay, you can draw as many seconds as you like, because any line, if you draw a line, it will pass through. If you draw any line, it will pass through the circle. I mean, intersect the circle in 2 distinct points. So, a circle can have infinite number of seconds. Okay. Now, children, you came to know what is secant, what is tangent. Now, we will discuss basically some properties of tangent. Okay. So, let us discuss the first property of tangent today, which is given by means of theorem 10.1 in your book. So, what is the statement of theorem 10.1? See, look at one more thing. This tangent which touches tangent or tangent line, this is a tangent. This tangent or tangent line, as I just told you now, it touches the circle exactly in 1 point. So what we call this point? This point is called point of contact. Okay? Point of contact. That means tangent or tangent line, it touches the circle at the point of contact, or it passes through the point of contact. Now let us discuss one important geometrical truth by means of which deals with properties of tangent. So what is the first property of tangent? Let us see. The first property of tangent is given in terms of theorem 10.1. So what is theorem 10.1? Let us see. Theorem 10.1 says that, you see, now let us draw this tangent. You see, let us draw this second line. See, suppose you are given a circle, this is the center O. Now you join the center to the point of contact. This will become the radius. Now what do you observe? You observe that the tangent line is passing through the point of contact. Okay. Through the end point of the radius, which is the point of contact, the tangent line or tangent is passing. Now the first property says that this tangent which has been drawn, this tangent AB which has been drawn to the circle through the point of contact P will be perpendicular to the radius. So what I mean to say, children, a tangent drawn to a circle. What is the statement of theorem 10.1? A tangent drawn to a circle through the point of contact is always perpendicular to the radius. How to prove it? Okay. That means this theorem 10.1. So what is given? We are given a circle. Suppose C. Circle is C, whose radius center is O and radius is R. Then what else you are given? You are given ABJ tangent or tangent line and OP is radius. You are given, okay? OP is radius. Okay. Now what we need to prove? We have to prove that the radius and tangent, that is OP, is perpendicular to AB. Tangent drawn to the circle at the point of contact or through the point of contact is perpendicular to the radius. How to prove? Okay. Then for this we require some construction. So what construction is required? Let us see. In order to prove this geometrical truth that a tangent drawn to a circle is always perpendicular to the radius. What you will do? Take a point, suppose Q. Take a point Q on AB and you join this. Join to the center. Join O and Q. Okay. Now when you join OQ, it will intersect the circle at one point. Suppose the point is R. Okay. So that's how to write in construction. Take a point C. Take a point Q on the tangent AB and join your OQ. Okay. So this is the construction we require. Okay. In order to prove this geometrical truth. Now let us come to the proof part or the analysis part. Okay. So how to prove now that radius and tangent are perpendicular to each other? In a circle, if a tangent is drawn through the point of contact, it will be perpendicular to the radius. How to prove? Let us see. Very simple the proof is. Let us discuss the proof. You see. Look at the figure, children. OP. What is OP? OP is one radius. Now look at the point R. R lies on the circle. The point R lies on the circle, so no doubt OR is also radius. So as OP and OR are radii of the same circle, they will be equal. So that will be our first step. That means OP equal to OR. The region is same radii. They represent the same radii or radii of the same circle. Okay. Now look at the line segment OQ. See, the line segment OQ can be written as OR plus RQ, because if you add OR and RQ, then only we will get OQ. Now in place of OR, what can we put? OP. So this will be equal to OP plus RQ. Okay. Now see, if OQ equal to OP plus RQ, then there is no doubt in saying that OQ will be greater than OP. If OQ equal to OP plus RQ, so no doubt OQ will be greater than OP. Therefore, you see, so the conclusion is OQ greater than OP. Now this is an inequality because it contains the sign greater than OK. Now you reverse the inequality. Reverse. On reversing the inequality, what we will get? If OQ is greater than OP, then no doubt OP will be less than OQ. Okay, so this is suppose 1. Condition 1. Now you see. Children, now let us go back to class 9 for a while. In class 9 in the chapter circle, there was a theorem. What was the theorem? I hope you must have remembered. What was the theorem? See, suppose P is a point and AB is a line. Look at. Suppose AB is a line, P is a point. This point does not lie on the line, it is an external point. Now from this point, children, you know, we can draw many lines. We can draw infinitely many lines from an external point to a given line. But what we had read in class 9, from an external point we may draw as many lines as we like to a line. As many line segments as we like we may draw from an external point to a given line. The perpendicular is the shortest. Okay, that means whatever number of lines we may draw from an external point to a given line, the line segment which is perpendicular, that will be the shortest. The perpendicular line segment will be the shortest. And what will be the converse? Converse means the shortest line segment is perpendicular. If perpendicular line segment is the shortest, then the converse will be the shortest line will be the perpendicular. That means what I mean to say, if we draw two lines PQ and PR from the external point P to AB, then if PQ is perpendicular to AB, then only PQ will be less than what? Or it will be the shortest side. So that means PQ will always be less than PR. You see, if this angle is 90 degree, you You see, if angle Q is 90 degree, then only PQ will be less than PR. That means of how many line segments we may draw from an external point to a given line, the perpendicular line segment or the line segment which is perpendicular is the shortest, and the converse, the shortest line segment is the perpendicular. That means PQ is less than PR. Now see, in this case we got that OP less than OQ. See, we got OP less than OQ, but see, OP and OQ, what? OP and OQ are drawn from which external point? O to AB. Okay. So see, OP less than OQ, that means OP is the shortest line segment. OP is the shortest line segment out of the two line segments, OP and OQ. If OP is less than OQ, that means OP is shortest. Okay. But these two line segments, they are drawn from the external point O, which is the center of the circle, to the tangent AB. Okay. Then, if OP less than OQ, but OP and OQ are drawn from O to AB, then no doubt, therefore, OP will be perpendicular to AB. Okay. Then OP will be perpendicular to AB. So this is how to prove that the radius and the tangent, they are perpendicular to each other. Children, so what did we come to know in this lesson? In this theorem or geometrical truth, what we came to know? We came to know that if a tangent is drawn, if any tangent is drawn to a circle through the point of contact, then that tangent will be perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. So this is one important property of what? Tangent. Okay, and the converse is also true. So the converse of this theorem, that if a tangent is drawn to a circle through the point of contact, will always be perpendicular to the radius. What is the converse? We shall discuss its converse in another class. Children, I hope whatever I discussed in this class about secant, tangent, what is secant, what is tangent, and what is one of the important properties of tangent, that is, if a tangent is drawn to a circle through the end point or through the point of contact, then it will be perpendicular to the radius. Children, I hope whatever I discussed you must have understood. Okay, if at all it is true, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. So we shall discuss the converse of this truth in the next class. Okay, thank you.